Hi y'all, Easy Slider here. If my long distance relationship partner is married but separated, what do I do? Well, first again, let me say that I mainly talk about the Philippines because that's where I have my strongest and deepest connections, having lived there 2 times. You know, I've traveled to other countries and lived in other countries, but this is where I have my main focus, and this is what I know best. Okay, you have sure hit a nerve this time. A real spy thriller. Excitement, intrigue, danger. Okay. So today, we're going to pop open this can of worms and see what the real danger is. And then we're going to talk about how to avoid the danger. Because, you know, the real topic here is keeping you safe, always. Right? Sure. Okay. Maybe you've been online talking to your girl for quite a while and you've fallen in love. That happens. You can't wait to meet her face to face. Man, I know how you felt, you know. It's going to be the best day of your life, no doubt. You spent a lot of hours investing in building this relationship. You want it to go right, and all has gone really well. Yeah. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's loving. She's a good parent to her children if she has children. And she's just excited to see you as you are to see her. Well, at least that seems that way to you. Okay. And she tells you every single day that she's finally met the man of her dreams. And it's so much fun to talk to her and spend your time with her. You both talk about your plans, you talk about things you like, you talk about things you want to do, and when you get there, how you're both going to go together and explore the cities and the countryside. And hey, don't forget the beaches and the mountains, because there's both of them there. She always asks you questions when you're talking to her, you notice that. And one of the questions she asks is, when are you going to come? And you tell her, well, you know, as soon as I can get a chance to get a vacation from my job, I'm going to come over. There might be something here that you're unaware of. She's possibly had this happen before, maybe even more than once, where she talks to a man and she starts getting close to him, and then he tells her that he's coming, but he don't come. All right? And she begins to feel like this is just something that happens every time, and that she's really never going to meet you face to face, all right? And the problem is that many men talk to these girls and they get them all excited, and then they never go. They never go meet them. So the question will be is, why does she keep talking to you? Well, I'll tell you, they've learned. If they keep you happy and they keep talking to you, can easily be a source of income for them. And if you remember back in a previous video, I mentioned money in the Philippines is not easy to come by. A lot of times we're talking about a $10 a day, US dollars, a day or less salary for an 8 or 10 or 12 hour day. I've even heard of some of them being as low as 30 and 40 cents an hour. Can you believe that? Yeah. I've said it before, and no doubt I'll probably say it again, that poverty makes good people do bad things. But she's thinking that you're probably not going to ever come to meet her. So if she keeps talking to you and develops that source of income, everything is going to be okay. There's not going to be a problem with you or her, because you're not going to come. At this point, 2 things could happen. One is you might just decide to surprise her and just jump on the plane and go see her. The other thing is you might tell her, hey, I'm coming to see you, and then you give her a date when you're going to be there. You ever wake up one morning and just feel not so hot? And you know that it's going to be one of those days, whether you like it or not, you're going to pay a visit to the doctor. So you go on into the doctor and you're feeling really bad. He checks you out and everything, and he says, yeah, I know just exactly what you need. And he gives you a shot, and he prescribes you some medicine, and go get that filled. And a couple of days later, you're feeling back on your game again. Everything's okay. Well, I need your help, okay? I need you to be somebody's doctor, because I have information that if they're getting involved in a long-distance relationship, or they're in a long-distance relationship, information that's going to be hard to come by. And you have that shot of information you can give them. I can't find everybody, so I need your help. Pretty simple, too. All you got to do, like, subscribe, hit your notification bell, and if you don't mind, jump on Facebook and type out a link to my information, and then some of the people that are on your Facebook at one day will look back and say, you know, the day that I needed that, they didn't even know that I needed it, but they gave me that shot of information, and it really helped me. So today, you can do something good for somebody. So give me a hand, all right? All righty. Now, let's get on back to the good stuff, okay? See you there. At this point, we began to realize that she may be married, and but she really don't anticipate any trouble, because remember we were talking about she tells you, she expects that you're probably never going to come anyway, and so she's probably not even going to ever mention you're married. You know, after all, if you did come and she could find a way to get out of it or hide it, okay? I want to share a story with you. And this was a new twist to me. I'd never heard this before. It was, like I said, it's something new. This woman had been talking to her boyfriend, her long-distance relationship partner, for quite some time. Everything was going well, too. She was sending him pictures. She was talking to him every day. They, like I said, it was going great. It was going well. And then one day, she got a shock. She got a message from him that said, "Hi, I have a surprise for you. I'm on the airplane right now, and I am on my way." Well, what a surprise. But what kind of surprise was waiting the man when he gets here? Ooh, I think you can guess. Things didn't go too well. This was a case of the girl clearly thinking that her long-distance partner was not going to come. But then he surprised her, and he did. Let's go back and continue. Okay, you're on your way to meet her. You arrive and finally get to meet her face to face, and she is excited to meet you, and everything is going so good. You spend your time with her, you enjoy her so much. I mean, this is just a wonderful thing that's happened to you, you know? As time is passing along, you start to talk marriage to her, but you notice something. You notice that when you bring up marriage, she quickly changes the subject to something else, or she gets busy and has to stop and go do something, or she remembers she needs to call her mother or her brother and tell them something. And that just happened all the time. Sadly, not long before you find out she's married. Yeah. But you find out she's separated. She finally tells you she hasn't even seen her husband in over 5 years. And I actually know cases of some of these girls that haven't seen their husbands in over 20 years, okay? If you had seen my previous videos, one of the videos is, the title of it's Avoid Long Distance Relationship Failure by Asking 2 Questions. If you haven't seen it, I would suggest go back and look at that video. You know, the thing is she might actually love you, and she might want to be with you. So really, why is it a big deal? Just get a divorce, then you get married as you plan. Simple. Makes sense, right? Whoa, Rocket Man. Slow down. You missed the point. There is no divorce in the Philippines. Yeah, you heard me right. Once married, always married. Woo! And I'm going to make it even worse. If you know she's married, even if she's separated, you can go to prison. Yeah, boy, you heard me right. Prison. Whoa. I want to be fair, and there's a thing there, annulment, but it can take years, it's expensive, and it's a real pain in the backside, okay? So in most cases, it don't ever happen. So let's go back to the original question. If my long distance relationship partner is married, but separated, what do I do? Okay, this is the part where we talk about keeping you safe and out of prison. Good idea, right? Got that? Okay. The answer is simple, but it is super, super, super hard. Go to your suitcase, unpack your running shoes, put them on, and get out of there. Whew. Hard. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you the truth. It's going to be one of the hardest things you've ever done, but frankly, I think not as hard as prison in the Philippines. Check it out and you'll see what I mean. So, a simple suggestion. In the future, when you meet a girl online, before you get involved, use the things I tell you in video number 2. And that'll give you a warning ahead of time where you won't fall into this pit. If you decide to stand your ground and continue being with her, I wish you good luck. But I don't in any way suggest breaking the law. So I'll tell you and let you decide. You can decide what to do. You have the facts. Hey guys, I know this is a brutal subject, but why don't we pick a subject that's a little easier to talk about? Let me think. Oh, okay, I got an idea. Why don't we talk about critical things you need to know about long distance relationships? I think we can get some real mileage out of that. Now remember, subscribe, like, push that notification button where you don't miss out on any important information. Also, you can invite a friend to come on with you. You might know somebody that's in a long distance relationship, but I found that most of the time I find out after it's done. After they've already got a girlfriend, I find out they were interested and I never even knew. So you might not know. So just share it with your friends and let them know that there's some information here that can really help them. Okay, as the series continues, I want to promise you I'm going to be getting the hard to find and hard to understand information to you. So you want to stick with me, and I'll shine a little light on this rocky path we're all walking on. All right? So follow me. Let's just slide on over to the next video.